Fight fans all over the world, it's Daddy P with Slap Pappy Gorilla. What? Hey, it's fight week. Canelo Álvarez, Jaime Mungia. And hey, look, upset alert. Now, I'm going to tell you this right here. Everybody and their mama knows that Canelo Álvarez is the more skilled fighter. Listen, everybody know this, and everybody who's anybody has Canelo probably winning this fight. Now, this is the thing. Canelo Álvarez is a highly skilled, accomplished, and also you got to say veteran fighter. You know what I'm saying? He has a lot of experience. And I'm going to tell you this, look. A lot of the people on his resume that he fought, people criticize that he fought them when they were past their prime. I mean, and hey, look, I cannot argue with that. But what I can say is that just adds to his experience. He has a lot of experience because he fought a lot of experienced fighters. And what that does is it gives him an opportunity to see a lot of different looks. You know what I'm saying? So along with skill, it's always something you can take from a fight. And Canelo Álvarez, even himself said, after he fought Floyd Mayweather, he learned a lot. And he said he learned a lot from Floyd Mayweather. So, I mean, not just Floyd Mayweather, but a lot of those experienced guys that he fought, he had an opportunity to take something from those fights. If you just go down the list, Jamel Charlo, Gennady Golovkin, Dmitry Bivol, even though that was a loss, it still was another look he got an opportunity to see. And even some things he got an opportunity to work on to say, okay, I made this mistake. This is something I can't do. You know what I'm saying? So Caleb Plant, Billy Joe Saunders, Sergey Kovalev, Daniel Jacobs. Man, look, the list goes on and on. Miguel Cotto and Floyd Mayweather, Austin Trout, Shane Mosley. Man, look, this young man, he just fought a myriad of people that gave him a lot of experience. So now, like I said, he's a veteran fighter now. And this is the thing, Canelo Álvarez is 60-2. In other words, he won 60 fights, he lost 2, and he got 2 draws. That's a total of 64 fights. 64 fights. So you tell me if this young man is experienced. And the thing about Canelo is he's been under big lights time and time and time again. That's a level that, I'm going to say it. Hey, Jaime Mungia, he has yet to really see, like he's been in big events, on undercards and all this, but now he has this opportunity with Canelo, the highest level that he's been on, especially as far as a stage. So, that has to play a part into something, especially into your psyche. But anyway, Canelo Álvarez, very accomplished, very seasoned veteran, skillful fighter. I think his defense is a little underrated, He has good defense. The thing with Canelo is, a lot of people say it like Father Time is undefeated. You can walk in the ring one night and just get old overnight. Now, I don't think that's going to happen with Canelo, but this is the thing. He does have a reputation for fading in fights. You know what I'm saying? Well, trying to take breaks and then sometimes just gassing a little bit, towards the end of fights. Now, I've seen him kick it in another gear after he faded and kind of come back and, do some good work late. But that still doesn't cover up the fact that, yeah, he gasses sometimes. Yeah, he takes breaks. And this is an opportunity for Jaime Mungia. See, this is the thing. Like, there are blueprints to beat Canelo Álvarez because he's lost. But this is the thing about a blueprint. Like, your team has to be, I ain't gonna say smart enough, but just like experienced enough to know that, say, hey, look, there's a blueprint to beat this guy. But the guy who beat him that you're getting the blueprint from, is your fighter able to do the same things that that fighter has done? And you got to know that, hey, look, my fighter is not the same type of fighter. I mean, it's not a lot of guys that's like Floyd Mayweather Jr. There's only one. And then, I mean, Dimitri Bivol beat Canelo Álvarez as well. Skilled fighter and, has a good boxing IQ, knows his limits and how to use his attributes. Smart fighter, Dimitri Bivol. So, there's blueprints to beat Canelo, but Jaime Mungia, his team, being able to see little chinks in the armor and say, okay, we can exploit this, and this. But hey, look, we can't do this or that like that person did it. Because, I mean, you got to know your limitations. Your fighter, you got to know his attributes, what he can and what he cannot do. And but Jaime Mungia, he has a good work rate. When he wants to pour it on, he can pour it on. He's younger. He has that youth on his side, and he's powerful. He's a big kid as well. So, I mean, you can't count Jaime Mungia out. And that's the whole thing about this video. And like I say, everybody know, and I know that Canelo Álvarez is favored to win the fight. I'm favoring him to win the fight. But I'm just saying, don't overlook this kid, man. Jaime Mungia. Now, just looking at Jaime Mungia, he's 43-0 with 34 KOs. So, I mean, he has a level of experience himself, I mean, you can't just say that he's not experienced. But this is the thing about him. He's 6 foot tall. This is a big kid now. This is a big kid. And he's right there in his prime. Now, we've seen him, look bad in fights. We've seen that some boxers were able to kind of neutralize some of the stuff that he was able to do to make it a hard night for him, And, some people even say he got the head nod with some that he probably shouldn't have. But he's undefeated. Now that has to stand for something as well. That psyche, that undefeated psyche has not been broken. You know what I'm saying? So, Jaime Mungia, I'm giving him hey, he has a puncher's chance, but more than that, this young man, he has a high work rate. I mean, depending on what the game plan is, he could probably outwork Canelo in spots, especially in those spots where Canelo like to take breaks, and if he gasses toward the end of the fight. I don't know. I mean, what y'all think? What y'all kind of give it Jaime Mungia? You know what I'm saying? What kind of chances are you giving him? He did a number on John Ryder. He did do a number on John Ryder. But a lot of people will come back to say that Canelo Álvarez softened him up. I mean, so, I mean, it is what it is. Jaime Mungia has this big opportunity with Canelo Álvarez. Hey, look, I know he's not taking it lightly. I know he's going to come in to do what he got to do. And, hey, look, kudos to this young kid just for getting this far. He's always had a bright upbringing, a lot of high expectations from him. But I'm going to tell you, he can overwhelm you. He's strong, and he packs a punch. But tell me what y'all think, man. This Daddy P. Like, hate, comment, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell icon so you can be notified every time it go down. Daddy P, I'm up outie.